This video is a gameplay demonstration of an Unreal Engine 4 level that I created by myself using assets from the asset store in Unreal, as well as a combination of blueprints that I created just for this project. The wind audio in this game is comprised of two different looping sounds inside a blend container, which blends between the two sounds depending on the wind speed which is sent from Unreal. There are also parameters where the wind volume is controlled by parameters sent from Unreal to tell Wwise if the player is inside or outside the hut or inside and outside the cave. These parameters control both a low pass filter and the voice volume for the wind to cut it out or bring it back up depending on if you're inside or outside. Here for the water, I created a custom blueprint spline which updates the position of the sound source in Unreal depending on where the player is. It follows the player around like the river sound spline in Unreal Engine 3. Here I created a reverb zone in the engine which sends to an auxiliary send in Wwise. This send has an exaggerated delay effect to simulate the player walking through a small canyon. Here I have another blend container that is controlled by the wind intensity parameter in Unreal. This parameter again affects the volume depending on how strong the wind is blowing. This means that the tent rustling sound only plays whenever the wind is over a certain value, and it gets louder as the wind gets stronger. For the Foley sounds, there are 3 items that the player can pick up throughout the game. These are the flashlight, the radio, and a bag. In Unreal, as the player picks up each of these items, a parameter is sent to Wwise to bring up the volume of that item's Foley sound. These are again inside a blend container, which each volume is then controlled by the parameter in Unreal. Both of the watchtowers have wooden creaking sounds to play throughout the game, but they get louder as the wind intensity gets higher, again controlled by a parameter. Here is another reverb zone in Unreal, which sends any sound source inside it to an auxiliary send in Wwise. This send contains a very exaggerated reverb effect for the purposes of this level. There is also a specific wind sound for inside the cave that only triggers when you're inside the cave. Again, the volume of this is tied to the wind intensity in Unreal. All of the footstep sounds are linked to a switch group which contains the footstep surface material. A raycast gets the different types of material underneath the player and then gets the surface material from Unreal for that material. The ambient sounds in the game are linked to a parameter for the time of the day. For example, during the day there is a gentle bird tweeting sound that loops throughout the day. While the time of day parameter is within a certain range, the voice volume is audible for this. However, when the time of day is at night, this bird sound cannot be heard, and instead a cricket sound can be heard. This can be used to make the game world feel like it's more alive. This was my Unreal Engine 4 outdoor ambience level. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, then feel free to ask me on my social media or my email, which is linked in the contact section.